Hi, everybody. Pastor Ben once again. Welcome to the Friday edition, the first Friday edition of our weekday study on the topic of worry and anxiety. We are continuing our study here. Today, the focus of our study takes us to Psalm 94. And I want to focus in on not necessarily the entire passage here, but some really great snippets in different parts of this passage that help us to get a wonderful picture of who our God is and the strength that He provides us to overcome worry and anxiety. So let's start by looking at verse 16. Notice what the psalmist says: "Who rises up? Who rises up for me against the wicked? Who stands up for me against evildoers?" So you can already see the perspective that the psalmist is taking here. Those are rhetorical questions, and basically he's saying in his mind, nobody. Verse 17, "If the Lord had not been my help, my soul would soon have lived in the land of silence. When I thought my foot slips, your steadfast love, O Lord, held me up. When the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. Can wicked rulers be allied with you, those who frame injustice by statute? They band together against the life of the righteous and condemn the innocent to death." And notice verse 22. "But the Lord has become my stronghold, and my God, the rock of my refuge." So let's just break this down for a second and notice the perspective that the psalmist helps us to see of our God. Starting in verse 17. "If the Lord had not been my help." Folks, the Lord is our help. But without Him, we would live, like the psalmist said here, in the land of silence. That's where we would be, just completely discouraged and completely in a worry and anxiety filled life where we just don't know where to turn. And then sometimes we might think, right, like the psalmist, when I thought my foot slips. Notice what he says: "Your steadfast love, O Lord, held me up." When, look, the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. What a tremendous set of verses there, folks. Because if we are at all saddled with the worry and anxiety that this life brings, when we're thinking like the psalmist, who's going to rise up for me against the wicked? Who's going to stand up for me against evildoers? Or the evil of the world, or the difficult circumstances of the world, right? When we're feeling like nobody, right? When my foot slips, the Lord's steadfast love is there to hold us up. When the cares of our heart are overwhelming and many, His consolations cheer our soul. And then notice verse 22. And this is really the summary of it all, right? "But the Lord has become my stronghold, and my God, the rock of my refuge." He is our stronghold, and He is our rock. Folks, let's not forget that. Look, we can overcome worry and anxiety in God's strength, with His help, because of who He is. And who is He? Well, we're reminded about who our God is from this wonderful psalm right here. So the next time you're tempted to have to give yourself over to anxiety and worry, remember your God. Remember who He is. And just like the wonderful hymn that we love to sing at church, "Dear refuge of my weary soul," that is the essence of what this psalm is saying. That God is the dear refuge for our soul when it's weary, when it's anxious, when it's full of worry. So may that be a great encouragement to you today. I hope that it will. We will have one more study that I'm going to actually do tomorrow, which is Saturday. We started late this week, but I want to get all 5 studies in, so I'll add a Saturday version tomorrow. So plan to look for that. And until our next study, I hope that this will serve to be a great encouragement to your soul, and I will see you tomorrow for our next study on worry and anxiety from Scripture. Bye bye for now, and God bless.